Hello everyone. Welcome to the virtual class of corporate accounting. In previous sessions, we have discussed numbers of questions with different adjustments. In this lecture, I would like to discuss a small question with one of the important adjustment that we have not seen in previous any of the lectures. Let us start discussion of the question. On your screen, you will have a vertical balance sheet of Mumbai Limited as on 31st March 2019. Shareholders fund includes share capital 15,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid 1,50,000, 6,000 9% RPS of rupees 10 each, rupees 10 paid up per share. It means these shares are fully paid up. 60,000. Reserves and surplus includes only one item, that is a profit and loss account for rupees 1 lakh. Current liabilities includes trade payables, creditors rupees 90,000, and total of the balance sheet on equities and liabilities part comes to rupees 4 lakhs. On asset side, non-current assets, that is fixed assets, are given for rupees 1,80,000, and current assets include two major items, cash and cash equivalents, that is bank balance for 80,000, and other current assets for rupees 1,40,000. So total of the asset part is also rupees 4 lakhs. Now, next and important part of this question is all about additional information. As per the information given by the examiner, we need to redeem our preference shares at 5% redemption premium after following all the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. The company has issued 2,000 number of preference shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 5 per share. Face value of new issue is rupees 10 and it is issued by the company at rupees 5 per share. We need to keep this figure in our mind. On 1st April 2019, 9% RPS were redeemed, but there was no trace out in respect of 40 preference shares. This is one of the important adjustment in this question. As per information, we are not at the capacity to trace out 40 preference shares. It means we are not able to find them for the purpose of payment. इसका मतलब ये है कि हमें उसको पेमेंट करना है, लेकिन वो लोग हमें मिल नहीं रहे हैं. Reason is not important. Result is important, that we cannot find them. So what to do with this particular adjustment, that we'll see in this question. So focus on the calculations very perfectly. Bonus issue of 1 equity share for every 10 shares was made on that. Issue of bonus is now not new adjustment for us, because we have covered these adjustments in all the questions that we have discussed in our class. So we will issue bonus as directed by the examiner. And what to do, it is very much clear. We need to prepare journal entries and balance sheet. Let us start our calculation with the basic items. No other informations are given by the examiner related to anything. So without wasting much time, we will directly enter into the first step of our redemption process. And the first step of our redemption process is making a final call on RPS. As the shares are fully paid up, you can check liability part of the balance sheet. Preference shares are given as fully paid shares. We are not supposed to make any call on fully paid up shares as the shares are fully paid up right from the beginning. So we are not in need of following step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 2 is all about amount payable to RPS holders. As compared to the earlier questions that we have completed, calculation of amount payable to RPS holders is very easy. Let us start 9% RPS capital as given in the balance sheet 60,000. Add redemption premium at the rate of 5%. So on this 60,000 at the rate of 5%, amount of premium comes to rupees 3,000. So 60,000 rupees for capital and 3,000 rupees for redemption premium. Total amount payable to RPS holders for this question is rupees 63,000. Now we need to pass a simple journal entry for this purpose. RPS capital account debited 60,000. RPS redemption premium account debited 3,000 to RPS holders account. Total amount payable to RPS holders 63,000. Then enter into step number 3. Step number 3 is all about arrangement of fund for capital part. And as we all know, in this question, the examiner has given everything in ready-made form. We are in need of total amount of rupees 60,000. This 60,000 is for capital part. So for the arrangement of this 60,000, we have two different options. First option, either we can raise the fund by new issue, or we can transfer amount to capital redemption reserve, that is a CRR account, from the credit balance of divisible profit. Without any kind of calculation for this particular question, we can conclude the amount. Simply refer additional information. As per additional information, the company has issued 2,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each, issued at a premium of rupees 5 per share. But as we all know, at the time of calculation this amount, we have to consider only face value, not the amount of premium. So 2,000 shares multiplied by face value 10. 2,000 multiplied by 10 resulting into 20,000 rupees. So out of this 60,000, 20,000 rupees collected by issuing new securities. So naturally we need to arrange these 40,000 rupees in order to adjust amount of 60,000. In this question, information related to general reserve is not given. So we need not to worry because we have amount in profit and loss account. Here it is mentioned that we can arrange the amount from the credit balance of divisible profit. It does not mean only general reserve. We can arrange the fund from profit and loss account. So we have arranged the same to fulfill our requirement. Now pass journal entry for this transaction. The first item is issue of new shares. If you have referred your question very carefully, you will come to know that face value of the share is rupees 10 and a company would like to issue these shares at a premium of rupees 5 per share. So 10 rupees for face value, 5 rupees for premium. So in this way, the company will receive rupees 15 per share. Don't forget this information to incorporate while passing the journal entries. Bank account debited 2000 shares into 15, 30,000 rupees. To preference share capital account 20,000 rupees and additional rupees 10,000 transferred to security premium account. Now, second source of arrangement of the fund, that is amount transferred to capital redemption reserve. As per our calculation, we have transferred rupees 40,000 from profit and loss account to CRR. So journal entry would be profit and loss account debited rupees 40,000 to capital redemption reserve account 40,000. So step number 3 comes to an end with these journal entries. Step number 4. Adjustment of RPS redemption premium. As we have decided to pay 5% redemption premium on RPS capital of rupees 60,000. So amount of redemption premium is 3,000. Check liability side of the balance sheet. Opening balance of security premium is not given. So it is 0. But we need not to worry because just before a few minutes while issuing new shares, we have collected rupees 10,000 from issue of preference shares as a security premium. We are in need of rupees 3,000 and we have rupees 10,000. We have 10,000 rupees in our account. So we can easily write off these 3,000 against security premium account. Let us pass journal entry for this transaction. Securities premium account debited 3,000 to RPS redemption premium account 3,000. So in this way, we have adjusted RPS redemption premium. Step number 4 is over with this calculation. Now, most important part of this question. Why I am doing this question? As all other items are simple and similar to the earlier questions. But step number 5, that is a payment to RPS holders, makes a difference. Reason, you can check your additional information. We'll discuss in detail. Check step number 2 for the calculation of amount payable to RPS holders. amount payable to RPS holders on 6,000 shares, rupees 63,000. In previous all questions without wasting a moment, we have paid amount to RPS holders. But in this question, a twist is given and we need to solve this twist. Amount not paid to the shareholders, 420. In order to solve your doubt, let me explain why we have not paid rupees of 420 to the shareholders. Because we could not trust them. We would like to pay, but we are not able to pay as we are not able to find them. So, on 40 shares, we are not able to pay amount to our shareholders. So, let us calculate amount payable to the holders of 40 shares. Very simple. Total amount payable to the shareholder is 63,000. This 63,000 is payable to the holder of 6,000 shares. So it is simply cross multiplication. When number of shares are 6,000, amount payable to them comes to 63,000. So when 40 shares are there, amount payable to them, question mark. So it is a cross multiplication. 63,000 multiplied by 40 divided by 6,000. So automatically you will get the figure of 420. For this question, it is one of the important calculation because we have not covered this transaction ever in earlier questions. So amount paid to RPS holders finally comes to 62,580. Let us pass journal entry. RPS holders account debited 63,000 to bank account 62,580, whatever the amount that we have paid to them, and the amount that we could not pay right now is payable in future. So it is transferred to a temporary account called RPS holders suspense account or suspense account, or if you don't want to pass this entry, then automatically it is available to us as balance in RPS holders. In short, right now we are not able to find out the holders, so we could not pay 420 rupees to them. But it does not mean that we are not supposed to pay forever. वो लोग अभी हमें नहीं मिल रहे हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम उसे कभी पैसे वापस नहीं करेंगे. Right now they are not available, it's okay. But as and when they will be available to us, we need to pay them 420 rupees. So we have opened a separate account called RPS holders suspense account. I hope everybody is clear with this calculation. Step number 6. It is related to issue of bonus. Here we need to issue bonus in the ratio of 10:1. In additional information, it is clearly given that you can refer. It means that we have to issue one bonus equity share for every 10 equity shares held. So, number of equity shares available to the company 15,000, and if you follow the ratio 15,000 multiplied by 1 divided by 10. So required to issue 1,500 bonus equity shares. Let us calculate the amount. 1,500 bonus equity shares multiplied by rupees 10 each. Face value of equity share is rupees 10 per share. So amount required to issue bonus equity shares is rupees 15,000. Let us pass journal entry. It is case of issuing fully paid bonus share. So we can transfer amount from CRR. So CRR account debited to bonus to shareholders 15,000 and bonus to shareholders account debited by rupees of 15,000 to equity share capital account 15,000. With this, we have completed process of RPS redemption. Only the point that we need to take care was to stop the payment on 40 shares as we are not able to find them. Let us prepare journal entries in a proper way. It is related to amount payable to RPS holders. Then we have passed entry for the new issue of securities. Then amount transferred from profit and loss account to capital redemption reserve account. Then security premium account is utilized to adjust RPS redemption premium. We have paid amount to the RPS holders and to the shareholders to whom we cannot trust. We have transferred to a temporary account called RPS holders suspense account. Then we have transferred amount from capital redemption reserve to bonus to shareholders account, and at the end we have distributed bonus equity shares to equity share capital or equity share holders. Now, to conclude the answer, we need to prepare balance sheet in vertical form. First item, equities and liabilities. Under equities and liabilities, we need to calculate shareholders fund, and shareholders fund include calculation of share capital 1,85,000. For your reference, you may refer the balance sheet of the question given on your screen. Now let us check the calculation mentioned over here. If you are clear for the calculation related to share capital, it's very easy for you to answer. We had share capital of rupees 1,50,000 that we have inserted over here ready-made. Then during step number 6, we have issued 1,500 shares of rupees 10 each as a bonus. So it's a 15,000. So equity share capital is 1,65,000. Then during the course, percentages are not given, by mistake it is written. Preference share capital is also issued by the company, and you can check in additional information. 2,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each issued by the company. So 2,000 multiplied by 10 is equal to 20,000. 1,65,000 for equity and 20,000 rupees for preference. So total amount comes to 1,85,000 that we have inserted as share capital in vertical balance sheet. Number 2, reserves and surplus. Amount of reserves and surplus is 92,000. Let us calculate amount of reserves and surplus. In this question, profit and loss account is given as rupees 1 lakh. You can check in the given balance sheet 1 lakh. Out of this 1 lakh, we have transferred rupees 40,000 to CRR. For your cross reference, you can check journal entry and calculation in step number 3. 1 lakh minus 40,000, so balance amount is 60,000. Capital redemption reserve, that is CRR. We have transferred rupees 40,000 to CRR, and out of this 40,000 we have utilized rupees 15,000 for the purpose of bonus issue. You can check step number 6. So out of 40,000, 15,000 utilized. So balance available to the company is rupees 25,000. Securities premium. Opening balance is 0. For your reference, balance sheet is given. No information related to security premium is given in the balance sheet. So opening balance was 0. When we have issued new preference shares, at that time we have received a premium of rupees 10,000. And during step number 4, we have transferred or adjusted rupees 3,000 for RPS redemption premium. So the balance is 7,000. 60,000 plus 25,000 plus 7,000. So the amount of reserves and surplus account is 92,000. That we have inserted over here. Other current liabilities, 90,420. For this purpose, we need a calculation. Let us understand this calculation first. On liability side of the balance sheet given in your question, current liability is given for rupees 90,000. Check it. That we have directly copy and paste. So 90,000. But in this particular question, we have not paid rupees 420 to the RPS holders because we could not trace them. So still the amount is payable to RPS holders, and any amount payable to any person is known as our liability. So total liability 90,420. This is a second effect of this calculation. So just take care of this thing. In this way, total of the balance sheet for the equity and liabilities 3,67,420. Asset side, non-current assets for rupees 1,80,000. Cash and cash equivalents, that is bank balance. Let us calculate bank balance. In our question, information of bank balance is given for rupees 80,000. Then we have received rupees 30,000 by issuing new shares. So total 1,10,000 less we have paid 62,580 to preferential holders. So closing balance of bank account is 47,420. These 47,420 is mentioned over here separately. And other current asset, we need not to calculate anything because it is ready-made given in the balance sheet. 1,40,000. Instead of these two entries in separate form, you can club in working note and you can directly place total over here as we have placed in earlier question. You are free to do it. Total of the balance sheet for asset part is rupees 3,67,420. So our balance sheet is settled down, and in this question I have discussed one of the important point related to stop or not to pay the amount to RPS holders because of any reason. Take care of this adjustment very properly. Thank you. God bless you. Keep learning, keep growing.